In the previous video, we did correct the menu on the mobile version, so we are able to open the menu and we are able to even return. And in this video, what I'm going to do, we will try to add more settings inside our header, and we will also try to correct the announcement on the mobile version. Alright, so let's go. My goal here is to teach you settings inputs as many as I can. Alright, so let's go for the header, and here I'm going to add a logo width. I'm going to add a possibility to change the logo position, and I'm going to add also a possibility to add the background color and also the text color. I will also add the logo for the small device. Alright, so let's go. So make sure that you're running your server, and I will go to the header.liquid. Let's close this one. Let me arrange the space for you here. So I will go to the schema, and inside the settings I'm going to create a header settings. So the type is going to be header, and I'm going to give it a content, and the content is going to be, let's say, logo settings. Alright, and just scroll a little bit down and just cut this image picker because it is for the logo. Let's make a bit some order here and paste it just below the logo settings header. Alright, so and I'm going to add a settings for a logo width. So let's open the curly, let's add a comma here. So I'm going to give it type of range, and the ID, let's call it logo underscore width. I'm going to give it a label, and the label is going to be logo width. And because we're using the range, so the range accepts a couple of values. So we have the unit, we have the mean, we have the max, and we have the step. So let's first give it, the order does not really matter, so it's really up to you, but you must have those values here. So let's start with the minimum. So I will give it to be 50, and the maximum I will make it to be 300. And the unit or the step, I want it to count like 555. Alright, we can even say from like to count 1. So if we change, it's going to be like 51, 52, etc. In my case, I want it to count from 5. So it's going to be 50, 55, 60, and so on. And I'm gonna add also a unit. So here is going to be pixel. You can even add RAM if you want, or M, up to you. And I'm going to give it the default, and the default here is going to be a number, obviously, and I will give it to be 250. Alright, so let's save it and let's go check the change so far. So we have the header here, and it seems like the content did not take. That's a bit strange. Let me refresh the page. That's strange. I don't know why I don't have this content appearing there, but never mind. So, and okay, so it seems like my server is doing funny stuff to me. Let me restart my server, npm run dev, and if I go to head, let me reload here. It should normally work. That's strange. Am I in the correct page? Let me check. Yes, I am in the correct page. That's why. Okay, I see. So we have some error, seems like. Yes, we have an error here. So let me add a comma here, and let me save it, and it should be working by now. And if I go back to header, there we go. Okay, perfect. So now we have the logo settings, so which is this header here, and then we have the logo width. Okay, and we have the logo itself, and we have the menu. All right, so let's copy this header, this tab header, and just put it on top of the link list so that we give it a name here. We're gonna call it menu picker, something like this. Okay, so perfect. So we have the range, the logo width, we have the logo, perfect. And now let's add also an input for the logo position. So I will just go below the range and I will open the curlies, add a comma there, and I'm going to say type is going to be select. That's another one, and we're going to give it the ID of logo position, and the label is going to be logo position, and the select settings takes the options. Okay, and the option, it is an array that accepting object, and inside you're going to have two values. You're going to have the label, so let's name this one center, and then you're gonna have the value, and we're gonna give it the CSS value of center. But let's start with the left, or with the let's go with the left, and let's give it the value of left. And let's again create another one. Let's give it the label of center, and this value is going to be center, and we can give it another value. Label, it could be right, and the value, it is right. So the value is just the name that we're going to see on the input there, and the value is the CSS value. If I wanted to use Tailwind value for that, I'm going to be using tail, but maybe this one we're gonna come back to it a bit later. But for now, let's save it. Okay, so we have the logo position here. I can go center, right, and of course nothing is changing because we did not yet add the data to the header. And let's add also a header. Let me copy this header again. Let me duplicate it, just paste it here, and here let's say we're gonna say header settings, and I'm gonna create another input settings here. So let's call it type of color. Let's make it simple for now, and the ID is going to be header BG for background color, and the label is going to be background color, and the default, let's say, is going to be something like white, so something like 6F or 3F, up to you. Okay, and let me just copy that again and just below paste it, and this time is going to become beige text color for the ID, and here on the label is going to become text color as well, and the color is going to be something like black. So I'm going to save it, and there you go. So we have some couple of settings here. So I'm gonna stop right here, and on the next video we will see how I'm going to implement like these settings inside our code. Thank you for watching.